Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Florence Levitt.
Half the world is sleeping, half the world's awake, half can hear their heartbeat, half just hear them break. I am but a traveler, been most everywhere. Ask me what you want to know. What a journey this has been, and the end is not in sight. But the stars are out tonight, and they're bound to guide my way. As they're shining on my life, I can see a better day. I'll not let the darkness in. What a journey this has been. I have been to sorrow, I have been to bliss. Where I'll be tomorrow, I can only guess. Through the darkest desert, through the deepest snow, forward, always forward I go. What a journey this has been, and the end is not in sight. But the stars are out tonight, and they're bound to guide my way. As they're shining on my life, I can see a better day. I'll not let the darkness in. What a journey this has been. My director told me to do that one a little faster than I did last night. It does seem a little bit of maybe a downer to start, but this has been such a weird week, you must admit. And, I almost didn't do the show. It felt like a lot of people couldn't come, and there was all this angst and everything. And then Paul and I discussed it and decided we needed a party. Like, we all need a party. And what better time under this kind of circumstances and tragedy and drama that we all come together and sort of figure out what we have in common and what we connect with and what's important to us, and it just felt right to do the show. And so here we're all here, and I can't believe what a lovely house this is. So thank you all for coming. So hopefully we'll all have a great time, and now that I have electricity back, so everyone else should be fine. 3 days in the dark, no water, no toilet, yes. I was about dead, so this is very important for me. Anyway, this show is called Women's Rights, which is not a political statement. I know the election it's hard to believe it's a few days away since it's been so now made second by this tragedy, but the election is a few days away, but that has nothing to do with this show. Women's Rights is about the fact that we looked at songs by women, because John Znidarsic, who isn't here tonight but is our musical director and helps us shape the show and picks all the material, he said to me, well, who do you think of great songwriters? And I, being probably pretty much a prejudiced person, I said Cole Porter, George Gershwin, Irving Berlin, and there are some amazing songs written by women. By the way, this is Paul Katz. I think you all know him. Paul actually said Joni Mitchell when asked that question, so he's an exception here. But I was very curious to find out if I could tell the difference when I found a great song by a woman. I honestly didn't know if I could tell if it was by a man or a woman. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're listening to this show and see if you think you can tell the difference. But I think it's an interesting problem. So we're going to start by two songs about New York, which also just seems so ironic that we're starting with two love songs to New York in these days. And they're both by a woman named Portia Nelson. I was lucky enough, do you know her? I was lucky enough to, before she died, Paul and John did a show of her music. She was getting on in years. She's gone now. She was a singer herself who lost her voice through illness later in life and started writing amazing material. So here are two love songs to New York by Portia Nelson. Sunday in New York, what a wonderful day to be at ease there, to do just as you please there. I forget about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday after Sunday in New York. It's the day I find the city sweet and gentle, and I get sentimental, looking up at the towering scrapers or just reading the morning papers. How I love it when the city's deserted and quiet. Oh yes, I love it, and even though you won't believe it, I never want to leave it after Sunday in New York. Wouldn't trade it for a millionaire's vacation. Don't need the stimulation of running to the station. Though April in Paris is rare, there's no place on earth can compare to Sunday in New York. Every morning when I wake up in the city, I can hardly wait to get outside my door. Then I find the elevator isn't running, and of course I'm on the 32nd floor. By the time I hit the street, my blood is boiling, but I'm feeling great. That's because I'm in hate love with New York. Then I jump into a taxi, and the driver guns the motor through the light that's turning red. And he doesn't know one street from another, and he doesn't understand a word I've said. So I start to play charades, and I start laughing, resigned to my fate. That's because I'm in hate love with New York. But when I look at the skyline after dark, or just take a stroll through Central Park, then I know there is no place on this earth that I'd rather be.
And what about Broadway and ballet?
Museums, the opera,
Cabaret, it will always come first.
even when it's the worst.
And I'll confess, when it's the worst, I think of moving, so I go to California to unwind.
But of late it's rather shaky. In addition, it's so peaceful that I almost lose my mind.
I think about that old Cole Porter song, and I hurry right back where I belong. Guess I'm caught in the web, thanks to Candor and Ebb.
New York, New York. But when I think of what I've had here, I'd be happy to go mad here. It's already too late to recover from hate love with New York.
One more time.
But when I think of what I've got here, I'd be nuts if I were not here. It's my kismet, my fate to be always in hate love with New York. I really hate New York.
I really love New York. We hate it more now. The truth is we hate.
The truth is we hate
Love
New York. you always have a choice of a cordless mic, which doesn't sound as good and is a little, or this, which I'm always apt to trip over. But this seems to be a better quality, so which brings me to the point of that song, which is ambivalence, don't you think? We all hate and love New York, and I think starting a show about ambivalence is just perfect. And part of me thinks one of the ways you can tell songs by women is they're all ambivalent. And maybe men are ambivalent too, but I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. So I'm going to my cheat sheet because I was so shaken this week that I'm very nervous about this. Oh, this is a song that I have always loved. It's by Janice Ian. I bet half of you in this room weren't born when she started, but it always reminds me of my college years. And that was a time when, first of all, most of the freshman class was high for the first year, and God knows what the other classes were on. But Vietnam War everywhere, that was permeating the political scene, everything, Vietnam War. There were little bits of religion everywhere, not like the fundamentalists today. There were like these sweet little Baha'i people running all over the campus and trying to recruit you all the time. It was a very strange time. And talk about ambivalence. I wanted to be a really good girl, and I wanted to be a really bad girl all the time, and I could never figure it out. And I was always trying to figure out love and sex and all this stuff. And this song just, to me, nails it. So. I gave a party. I said you could come. You showed up at my door with all your leathers on. I said, this must be wrong. This can't be right. How can you make love to me dressed up for a fight? Pick me up off the floor, no more. This surely can't be mine. Religion came almost overnight. You were the high priest, and I was the sacrifice. I said, this must be wrong. This can't be right. Take off those foolish robes and put down that knife. These ropes are getting tight, all right. You surely can't be mine. I came home half dead, late on a Saturday night. You stood on the bed and you tell me you're learning to fly. I said, take off those boots, take off that cape, throw away your long johns. I ain't no Lois Lane before I get my kryptonite. All right. You surely can't be mine. I was ready for love, big brass bed and all. I was ready for love. You said, let's talk about the war. I said, what war? What war? Take off your clothes and don't you worry me no more. I ain't no fly by night, all right. You surely can't be mine. Well, since I'm turning all these songs into an autobiography, as I usually do, this next song really, to me, is all about first love and that first time you fall in love, and talk about ambivalent when you think back. Okay, this is a song by Marcy Heisler and Zena Goldrich, right, Paul? who are a fabulous songwriting team. You're going to hear actually quite a bit of their work. They're friends of John and Paul's. They're actually working with Julie Andrews now at Goodspeed or something. They really have a fantastic career, and I just think their material is great. But anyway, this song I think is amazing. Although mostly they write more comic songs, I think, but this one is pretty much amazing. I could think about the unimpressive way you said goodbye, relief and immaturity combined. And I could recollect the nothing that you made of what we shared, chalk it up to being young and scared and blind. I could summon all the grace inside me surely, and maturely I could leave the past behind. But when I think about you, and I think about you, there's only one small thing that comes to mind. Oh, how I loved you. Unfamiliar, ridiculous and true. Oh, how I loved you. And you can look at me and tell me I am crazy. It's true, I can be crazy now and then. And I can take advantage of the comfort, and believe me, there is comfort in the arms of other men. On the wall there is a China's worth of writing, and it's listing all the reasons we should part. I can put the past behind me, it's behind me, save for one small thing that lingers in my heart. Oh, how I loved you. Oh, how I loved you. Dumb and unrelenting, and as the sky is blue. Oh, how I loved you. Yuck. First love. Yuck, yuck. Okay, here's a song that I have to believe had to be written by a woman. Do you think? Okay. Yes, he stayed. Yes, he's wonderful. Yes, he's the tenderest man. No, he's in the shower. Yes, I've been awake for over an hour. Yes, I wore it. Yes, he loved it. Oh yes, I was floating on air. I'd better go now, soon he'll be dry. Yes, yes, Lorraine, goodbye. Wait, he's shaving. Yes, I told him. Oh yes, I've come out of my shell. No, please don't remind me. Yes, I know, but that's all behind me. Yes. Well, thank you. No, it's scary. What I mean is the future's unknown. I'd better go now. maybe I'll try. Yes, yes, Lorraine, goodbye. Lorraine, I owe you, Lorraine. I want to thank you so much for being my friend. Oh, yes, my dear, but don't ask me why. Well, I confess. Yes, Lorraine, yes, my friend. Yes, Lorraine, goodbye. That song is by Pat Holly, who actually was at the show last night, which was very, very exciting for me. I don't think she made it back tonight. Pat, are you? She talked about it. Okay. She was sitting right there, and it was very intimidating to see. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, well, we have such an interesting number now. This is a continuation of a discussion Paul and I were having last week about, we had a little one-upmanship about, we've been through a lot together, a lot of relationships together, and we were trying to remember the most incredible things that any lover ever said to us.
Right. Like that actor you were dating.
However crazy,
That actor you were dating.
Well,
the one who couldn't act.
I forgot about the actor. I'm glad you brought that up. Because I remembered after we talked about some of the things he said to me. They were unbelievable.
They certainly
Only
were.
an actor could talk like this. Wait. Let's see if I can remember. This is word for word. You've got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Can you believe he told you that?
Don't think any ocean comes in a shade of such amazing blue-green. You know your disposition is sweeter than any perfume.
What an actor.
And with that $1 million smile of yours, you cannot help but light up the room. All it took was one look at you, baby, with the music playing soft and slow. All it took was one look at you, baby, for a man like me to know.
Just 15 pounds away from my love, baby. A touch too much of pie a la mode. You're just 15 pounds away from my love, baby. You're carrying too wide of a load. Can you believe he said that to her? It's true.
I forgot that part.
He also said, remember this? He took you out to dinner, the conversation flowed like wine.
Shit, I forgot this.
He took you on the dance floor and he said your mambo was divine.
It was!
He kissed you and he knew he'd never have to be lonely. But then a little voice inside of him said, man, oh man, if only. All it took was one look at you, baby, and he knew that he could show you to mom.
Said that.
But when it came to showing you off in front of every Dick and Harry and Tom,
You're just 15 pounds away from my love, baby. Put back a calamari or two. You're just 15 pounds away from my love, baby.
amazing what some free weights can do.
If you really want my heart to flip, girl, tie up those size 4 jeans, make them zip, girl.
If you want some roses by the bunches, get on the floor and let me see some stomach crunches.
If you want to know that you are the one, lace up those Pumas, baby, go for a run. Let's re-up those health club dues.
What have you got to lose?
You've got to lose that 15 pounds away from my love, baby.
You take the cake, baby. You really take it.
15 pounds away from my love, baby.
Just a little step closer and I think we can make it.
You know, Paul, he doesn't know this, but I ran into him again.
Lucky you.
A couple of months ago. I never mentioned it because we weren't talking about it. Should I tell you what happened?
I'm all ears.
You're gonna hear about it. I ran into him in front of Carmine's with his brand new wife.
You're kidding.
I don't think I've ever seen such a stick in all of my life. And I've got to admit, it filled my heart with glee.
I bet it did.
To see that he himself had gained a pound or two, or 73. He was 50 pounds away from my love, baby.
50?
Baby, the truth hurts. He was 50 pounds away from my love, baby.
Guess he got his just desserts.
Guess he got his
just desserts.
He's carrying too wide of a load.
What a jerk that guy was.
There is justice. Okay, well, I wouldn't call that love. I would call that masochism. Yes, something I'm very familiar with. Anyway, I think we should do a couple of serious sort of love type songs here, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So what we did was we took a Joni Mitchell, Paul's favorite, and we put it together with another Portia Nelson song. Right. This is beautiful. Help me, I think I'm falling in love again. When I get that crazy feeling, I know I'm in trouble again. I'm in trouble 'cause you're a rambler and a gambler and a sweet-talking ladies' man, and you love your lovin', but not like you love your freedom. Help me, I think I'm falling in love too fast. It's got me hoping for the future and worrying about the past. 'Cause I've seen some hot blazes come down to smoke and ash. And you love your lovin', but not like you love your freedom. I never planned to love you, but you filled an empty space. You gave me hope and love, and now my heart has lost its place. I breathe the air and you are there, enveloping my mind. I try to shut you out. The more I try, the more I find my safe resolve is sadly shaken and crumbling like the sand. I knew your heart was taken long before you took my hand. I guess I'll never know till my defenses all are gone. I know I can't hold out, and yet I know I can't hold on. I never meant to love you and understand I love you, but I must walk away and set you free before you break my heart and walk away from me. Help me, I think I'm falling in love. So you've met the perfect guy. Perfect guy. Adorable, perfect. Good job, whatever. There he is in your apartment, in your bed. You just can't believe it. And it's just amazing how you might surprise yourself. So you're sleeping like a baby, with a smile upon your face, exhausted from the fire that we lit. Could the moon have been more bright? Could the mood have been more right? Cupid took his careful aim and Cupid hit. As I look at you there, I remember the warmth of kiss after kiss after kiss. And I find once again there's a song in my heart. And the song, it goes something like this. Leave. Like a sudden silent prayer, my heart screams, leave. But look at that, you're still right there. When I told you that I need you, and with passion I was fraught. What I meant was, here's a bagel, here's a bus pass, here's a thought, why don't you leave? You know, it's 7:22, it's time to leave. You must have lots of things to do. After all, it's Sunday morning, and I've got to wash the car, call my sister out in Brooklyn, and there you are. There you are, in my bed, sun benevolently streams. Oh, in high school, how I prayed for days like these. There you are, in my shirt, dreaming crate and barrel dreams, planning weekends where we're shop for SUVs. Oh, what's that squeeze? My darling, please. I'm on my knees. My darling, leave. How much more clear can one girl be? I beg you, leave. Time to be making like a tree. When I told you that, I never knew such godlike men existed. What I now wondering who to call to get my phone number unlisted. There you are in my sheets, in an Eddie Bauer haze, planning weekends on the patio we'll throw. Now your REM sleep begins, and you're picturing the twins making angels in the New York winter snow. I'm thinking, whoa, no cheerio, you've gotta go. It's time to leave. I've got a very jealous dog, it's time to leave. But you're a veritable log. So forget about those weekends at my summer house that's quaint, or the pretty picket fences that you'll picket me to paint. Oh, you're up. How about that? Yes, it is a lovely day. How much lovelier could any morning be? Gotta run? Are you sure? What's the hurry? What's the rush? Oh, you're already running late for your Tai Chi. Oh, I see. You've got to leave. Well, I could walk you to the gym. You've got to leave. But I've got coffee. I've got skim. Well, I put you in my iPhone, and I'm going to call you soon. I've got half a box of Wheaties, and I've got an extra spoon. Do you have some plans for New Year's? Are you busy Christmas Day? Would you like to meet my parents? Come and watch the Yankees play? Are you sure that you can't stay? Call me! I told you ambivalence might be a theme of this show. Although I have to tell you, that one, I'm not sure. I think a man or a woman could have written it. Although a woman wrote it. 2 women wrote it. Okay. That's Marcy Heisler and Zena Goldrich again. Yeah, they did the 15 pounds also. They're just amazing. They're just amazing. Okay. Let me see. I have to catch my breath after that one. Okay. So I'll tell you one thing that I think women are a little more, what should we say? Smarter. In tune with, comfortable with, which is friendship. Friendship, right? Although, maybe men are just as much. It's just this Venus-Mars thing. I'm not quite sure, but let's say women have the advantage here. Okay. These are two songs that you will recognize. You have to do a couple of classics, right? This is Melissa Manchester, and I got this wrong last night, Carol Bear Sager. I always have trouble with her name. And by the way, when I said I have trouble with her name and I said Barbara Cook never remembered the names, Paul said that's because she's 85. I just want you to know that. I thought I'd do it before he made fun of me tonight. And the second one is Carole King, which you all know, so just sing right along if you want to. Well, hello there, dear old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long time. There's so much to say, no need to explain. Just an open door so you can come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're on your own, and a girl like you will always choose the long way home. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. I just want to be the one to keep you from the rain, from the rain. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, they'll desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. And it looks like sunny skies now that I know you're all right. Time has left us older but wiser. You've got a friend. You've got a friend coming from the That was beautiful. I wish we had a recording of that. That was beautiful. We do have a video, but I'm not sure. We should do that again. I want to hear that. Okay. There was one song, I'm not sure it exactly fit into the show, but when I thought I have to do women's songs, there is one writer that I had to do, and a lot of you remember that I've been doing this music. Paul and I actually have done this song 1,000 times, and it's Laura Nyro. Laura Nyro, who was really a formative, I was just so moved by her music and her, the outpouring of emotion and stream of consciousness and everything. The way she wrote just made such emotional sense and very often no sense at all. And the music was beautiful. Anyway, I love this song, and Paul and I, again, it must be the 10th time we've performed it, and every time I do it, I find something completely strange and new in it. So I just wanted to do it. I never meant to hurt you. I'm not that way at all. Please believe the words of a heart that seems so small. And I swear I never meant to hurt you. I guess I lost my place. Please believe the words of a heart that hides its face. Why do I do things I never mean to do? Why did I speak so carelessly when all that I felt was love for you? And I swear I never meant to hurt you. I've got to make you know. Please believe the words of a heart that didn't show. I never meant to hurt you. I only meant to love you. It's true. And when I saw you crying, I cried too. So I think it's time to say thank you to a few people here. As I said, John Znidarsic is not here, but you just have to know how important he is, how he helps Paul and me put the show together. He finds this material. He knows Marcy and Zena. He knows, he really is quite a genius. He works all over the place, and he's so busy that he had another thing he had to do tonight, so let's give him. But let's make the biggest round of applause for Paul Katz. I should probably mention, I know Pat Holly isn't in the audience tonight, but who is in the audience tonight is Steve Ross, who is also sort of an idol of mine, I can't resist. I couldn't resist, because he has given me so much pleasure over the years with his performing, and it's just, I'm so thrilled that he could make it tonight.
And the wonderful Mark Nadler. Mark, are you here? I think I've
Mark is here too? Oh my God. Well, I've been reading Mark's, I had no idea you were here. Mark has been getting the most amazing reviews for his show. And I read every single word of them. And I saw him a few months ago.
So do I.
At West Bank.
You like them.
If he does, he's a very good writer. Let's see. So I guess we should also thank this beautiful room and Daniela, who's the owner. Daniela. And Tommy, who is the sound and technical guy, who I didn't even give it a thought because he's so perfect. And all the people that have served you dinner and drinks. And this is just the most, I'm hoping nobody else knows about this room because, you know, if Barbara Streisand starts coming here, I will not be able to perform here anymore. I think that's too close. So I'd like to end with sort of a song. I hope that you guys can get a kick out of it. But, you know, John said to me, you're doing a show by women writers. Don't you think you should write something? And I said, you know, the last time I really wrote a show was in college. I wrote the book, the music, the words. It was a takeoff on Guys and Dolls. And it was so panned in the paper that I never got over it. They said it was a total piece of shit. And I should never put pen to paper again. So, of course, I made my day living as a writer, but a totally different kind of writer. So but John said I should do something. So I have to tell you, Paul and I have spent all these years sort of jealous of each other's professions because he's made a fantastic living in music and theater and teaching and everything that I would have loved to do. And he's always talking to me about my pharmaceutical advertising career. That's what I do.
I think it's fascinating, don't you?
He's fascinated. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take a Dolly Parton song and I am going to rewrite the lyrics as if Paul was on his first day at work at my job.
And I'm so excited to be there. Thank you for the opportunity, Florence.
Are you ready?
I certainly am.
Okay, you better be.
Well, tell me about it.
You gotta know what to do. You gotta do it in a hurry. Gotta hustle, gotta bustle, gotta scoot, you gotta scurry. 'Cause we got no time for 10 more rounds around here.
Around here.
You gotta get it right on the first try, honey, 'cause each mistake means we're losing lots of money. We got no time to waste a dime around here.
Wow, it sounds like a really hard job.
You got your reference, gotta do these annotations, fix the get the editor, add the death and palpitations, fix the headline, there's a deadline, gotta type, you gotta write. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Make that client call, there's no time to stall. Keep it moving, keep it routing, get it right, just stay all night because we got no time for one more round around here.
I think I've got it, a little bit. You gotta know what to do, you gotta do it in a hurry. Gotta hustle, gotta
That's
right.
You gotta scurry.
Got no time, do it right around here.
We've got 50,000 pages and it's due in a week. MLR said bold, no excuses please, 'cause we don't play or make mistakes around here.
Around here.
Out of time, gotta make collaboration.
Around here.
Oh God, you missed the 18th annotation.
Around here.
The job is closed, can't bill more
I think it's
time.
clear. Around here.
No lunch, no breaks, gotta get it done.
Around here.
Oh God, no time to have some fun. It's all about the client and getting it done.
I see it's
around
all
here.
about the client and it's getting it done.
You got your ACR, you got your NSM, you got your RM, got your DM, gotta scoot, you gotta run. 'Cause we got no time to do it right around here.
I think I got it. Around here.
Another MRL, no time to dilly-dally, no time to dot the I's. We gotta get it in the dolly, 'cause we got no time to think or plan around here.
Not around here.
No time at all to do it right around here.
Around here.
Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Who says she can't write? Ladies and and gentlemen, Miss Florence Levitt. Hey, Florence, come on back. Come on. Take her back, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, just in case you wanted an encore, I did leave out one of, actually the most important thank you, because I thought I might get another chance to do it, which is I have to thank all of you for coming under these difficult circumstances. You know, if I were a painter or a novelist, I could just, you know, sit in my dark apartment without water heater light, get a candle and do it myself. But as a musician, as a singer, as a performer, I am nothing without you guys. And the fact that you come and see me time after time, I just can't tell you what that means. It just makes my life. I wouldn't be here without you. So this last song is for all of you. Thank you. The things I know of love would not fill up a book. They wouldn't for some people even rate a second look. There weren't a lot of lovers. Well, perhaps there were a few. All I know of love is you. Just you and a dance around the living room. Just you and a simple knowing smile. Just you and the way you look at me, like you know we're meant to be, though you know that it might take a while. The things I know of love I sometimes take for granted. I sometimes look for love that's more ethereal, enchanted. But whatever pain I long to feel, you've helped me know that joy is real. Simple joy is very real indeed. Maybe all the things I know of love are all I need. What a journey. What a journey this has been.
Florence.